Brandon, we've got difficult travel conditions in some parts of the state.
Yeah, especially north central parts of South Dakota where visibility is low. That's where a blizzard warning remains in effect for another 3.5 hours or so. We've seen those snow pretty much dwindle down. Still snow showers across north central parts of South Dakota and flurries off towards the northeast of Pierre while clouds continue to clear out east. However, with just a couple of those flakes blowing around with northwest winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour in some spots, we have no travel advisory across north central parts of South Dakota. That includes US 212 and US 12. And here's a look at why. Snow blowing across the road on SD 20 and SD 63 near Trail City and McLaughlin. And here's a look at US 12 mile marker 154. Much different picture in Sioux Falls than the Arrow Stay Hotel Skycam network. And we're going to see the colder temperatures, not the snow. We'll talk about that. Sub-zero wind chills. Get your parka ready. We're going to take a look at the full forecast in just a couple minutes.
All right, thanks, Brandon.
It's always amazing when you see it. It's so nice here, you know, relatively, and then you've got parts of South Dakota where you can't see to drive.
Yeah. Can't see you.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty nasty up there in northern parts of South Dakota along the North Dakota border, close to where the protests are going on, where a lot of heavy snow is falling. While we hit 45 today. Had a little bit of sunshine, not too bad. That changes though. Don't get used to 45. We're not going to see snowfall, but we will see some bitter cold. The sunset today, 4:50. That's the earliest it's going to get, and it should stay that way for the next 7 days. Next Tuesday, it will be 4:51. Now, snow falling off towards our North Dakota, getting smashed. Blizzard warnings out for the entire state nearly, while we just have a handful of blizzard warnings in our area. The big issue here, the colder weather behind it. 19 in Billings and Bismarck. We'll soon feel the effects of that as we head on into the overnight tonight into tomorrow. 36 in Sioux Falls, 43 in Yankton. We did have the 40s towards the tri-state, while the cold air has made its way in because of the strong northwest winds, and wind chills right now nearly 0 in Mobridge, 22 in Brookings, feeling much warmer into northwestern parts of Iowa and southeastern South Dakota. Here's a look at the wind gusts currently. Anywhere from 35 to 45 miles per hour. Hold on to your hats and bundle up, because on top of that, it's making visibility quite poor. Now up to 1 mile in Mobridge. Last hour it was a third of a mile visibility-wise, and that's where we do have a blizzard warning in effect for another couple hours until 10 o'clock this evening. Winter weather advisories for those in the purple, where it's not quite as bad, but still seeing low visibility. And this is the area where we do have no travel advised along US 212 and US 12. That extends just to the east of Gettysburg now. It's starting to move east, so if you are traveling near Eureka, Bowdle, Gettysburg, it will be a bit nasty out there with the northwest winds. Snow starting to get close to Aberdeen, and when you factor in winds gusting out of the northwest, that could cause issues as well. Now, clear skies out east, not too clear, but still have seen peaks of sunshine today. We'll start to see some snow showers, maybe overnight. Not expecting any accumulation. If anything, it'll be in near the North Dakota-South Dakota border through the overnight tonight. Could see lingering snow showers late tomorrow morning into the afternoon for places northeastern South Dakota and into western Minnesota. Not expecting much accumulation with that. We'll see sunshine to the south. Not going to bring us any warmth, though. The sun today did bring us a little bit of the warmth into the 40s and some spots close to 50. Not the case as we move on into the rest of the week. Clouds on Wednesday off towards the east, but the colder air remains. Now here's a fast forward of what we could see wind chill wise over the next couple of days. Wednesday afternoon, 5 to 15, even 20 below 0 when you factor in that wind chill factor. Thursday morning looking awfully chilly, 15 to 25 below 0. And Friday, it's going to look pretty much the same as you wake up. So make sure you bundle it up. Make sure you have hats, gloves. While it's not a wind chill advisory, it's still cold enough that it could give you a frostbite pretty quickly. 19 tonight in Sioux Falls, 11 in Mobridge and Valentine. The cold starts tomorrow. 15 in Mobridge, 19 in Aberdeen, 23 in Sioux Falls. On top of all the cold, we'll have the strong wind. Even though the high temperatures and the low temperatures stay above 0, it'll feel like less than that.
We're going to be begging for 45.
Yeah, remember last week when I said 32 is going to be warm? We'll take 32, right?
Thanks, Brandon. Brandon, dangerous cold temperatures and high winds out there.
Yeah, and the wind continues to stay strong. It's lightening up a little bit by a couple of miles per hour, but other than that, still strong. Northwesterly 30 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts this afternoon. And with that, we still have a wind advisory until 9 o'clock. Winter weather advisory has been extended until midnight for northeastern South Dakota and towards our north. Blizzard warnings in effect, all because of blowing snow across our area. Still some scattered snow showers into Clark and Day counties. Not expecting that to linger on much longer. More flurries, but still blowing snow across roadways. Has no travel advised across most roadways north of Pierre in north central South Dakota near Mobridge and Gettysburg. Here's a look at why. Trail City on the South Dakota Department of Transportation Skycam. You can see snow piling up on the roads. And here's a look at Harriet, mile marker 235 on US 83. And Sioux Falls, a different story. Just the wind and the cold. We've got more of the cold here the next couple of days. We'll talk about that. Warmer weather for the weekend, but more snow. Details in just a couple minutes.
All right, thanks, Brandon.
Man, it's a good day for a bowl of chili or something, huh?
Yeah.
Soup,
Yeah.
Chili, good one too. Yeah, if it doesn't blow out of your hand, right? Hold the spoon tight because it is very windy out there, howling out of the northwest. Wind gusts topping 72 miles per hour today. Put that in perspective, hurricane wind force, the lowest edge of that scale, 74 miles per hour. 2 miles per hour away from that in Peaver this morning. Winter and Ridgeview, 50 miles per hour from the northwest. Now today in Sioux Falls, we had the strong winds and cold temperatures, a high of only 23. The low started off at 16 this morning. The good news is that we did see some sunshine. The bad news is this cold will continue. Sun today set at 450, and that's going to be where we'll be at till next Monday. And then Tuesday, 451. Days will start to get a little bit longer. Now the cold has started to plant itself in northern parts of South Dakota and even into the northern parts of the U.S. 7 in Bismarck, 17 in Sioux Falls, and we're continuing to see the cold out west. 9 in Rapid, 12 in Brookings, 16 at the moment in Worthington, and the northwest wind making it feel much, much colder. It feels like 0 to the bare skin in Sioux Falls with the wind chill, 12 below in Mobridge, 11 below in Pierre. And winds continuing to howl up to 45 miles per hour this hour. And we'll continue to see that through the evening and overnight tonight. And for that, we do have a wind advisory out until 9 o'clock along and north of I-90 to northern parts of South Dakota. The purple, that's a winter weather advisory because we're expecting blowing snow with the wind. And off towards our north, blizzard warnings across most of the state of North Dakota. They've got I-94 closed as well as parts of I-29. Now, here's a look at Clark. We've seen snow showers today and road conditions not great on US 212. And in Summit on I-29, we've seen blowing snow as well. And this continues across north central South Dakota where we saw snow yesterday. No travel advised on most roadways, including US 212 and US 12 from east of Bowdle to the western parts of Corson County. Now, clouds continue to break up a little bit. Still some snow showers in Clark County. Nothing heavy like what we saw earlier, but a couple of inches of snow fell across some parts of northeastern South Dakota. We saw flurries in Sioux Falls, and other than that, clearer skies across southern parts of the state. That'll be the same tomorrow and overnight tonight, but the colder air will plunge in as well. Northeastern parts of the state dealing with cloud cover tomorrow. Other than that, a decent amount of sunshine to go around, and same can be said on Thursday. Could see some passing flurries, but for the most part, we'll stay dry until Saturday. And that's when we get a warm-up, but the snow returns, and we may need to break out the shovels. 7 tonight in Sioux Falls, Brookings, and Watertown. A low of 2 in Rapid City, 0 in Valentine. You factor in the wind chill, not going to be pretty. 9 for a high in Mobridge, Eureka, and Gettysburg tomorrow. Sioux Falls, we'll look at about 15. Same with Mitchell, Yankton at 19. Same with Vermilion. Now, northwest winds stay strong through Thursday. Winds will die down for Friday, but it'll still be chilly at 19. Clouds increase. Snow for Saturday. Break out the shovels potentially, especially to the north of Sioux Falls. And then as we head on into next week, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. More of the cold.
Wow. All right. Thanks, Brandon.
Yep.